It's the getaway.
Mhm.
I'm just saying it's the getaway to do it. But hi, everybody. I had to like fade it and do all this. It's like we make progress into getting things, and I take like 3 steps back with the audio. This is two teas in a pod. I'm Tony,
And I'm Tralana.
and we're you know kind of stepping it up. We got a new camera. I'm testing it out. Got a little monitor so I can play some stuff and whatever. Um, it might relate to what we're talking about. But I know that you wanted to talk about something that I think is fascinating, and that is
You
how
don't think it's
I do think
fascinating?
I do think it's fascinating.
Wait, what do you think is fascinating?
I think, I mean, we talked. Well, we're going to talk about men in general, but I think it's fascinating how there are different I don't want to say spectrum. That's the wrong word, but like so many different types of guys. But at the core, most guys are like fucking awful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And that's fascinating?
Well, yeah. You could be a guy in a 3-piece suit, but
A dirtbag?
you're still a dirt bag, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a guy that walks in off the street with like holes in his boxers and his nuts hanging out, and but they're the same. It's like the turd's dressed up better, but it's still a turd. And I'm not a man hater, by the way. I don't want anybody to think that I'm a man hater, but I do hear a lot of stories from you
Yeah.
that you're going to share, which are going to be great. And love it when she tells me these stories.
Yeah.
And obviously I have my own personal dirtbag stories,
Delightful.
but why don't you give us your take? What do you like? What you see on these day to day journeys?
My day-to-day journeys. Well, so before, I don't know. I guess so I work a part-time job and at a gas station. And so previously I always worked like Friday and Saturday nights. So I'm used to like the drunken high crowd coming in to get their fried foods out of the fryers and whatever. And, people make comments, whatever, even before Tony and I were a thing and whatever, like I would wear fake rings and stuff just to try to like lessen how much people would say to me and whatever. But I kind of thought that it was like a Friday and Saturday night thing. I guess I was like a little innocent and naive in that. And then over the summer, because I'm not teaching, obviously, like I've started working like random weeknights, and I never thought that like it would be the same on a random weeknight. But in fact, I've had some worse experiences here lately than I'd ever had before. So, yeah.
I I think one of the things that fascinates me
Hmm.
is that sometimes like the reason that guys do things
Yeah.
like what we'll talk about, I don't want to
Yeah.
give any spoilers away,
Right.
is because they work.
But
They
like
work.
it's so so weird to me because like I want to know, who does some of this stuff work on?
Well, that's okay. The wrong people is the answer. Like this, I'm going to take these off for a second.
Yeah.
It Okay, so the dirtbag stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It works, but it works on dirtbag women.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to like, get in and get out type situations, you're
Mm.
not caring about the quality of person you're choosing.
Yeah.
So like these dirtbag moves that guys do, like just yesterday or whatever day it was when you walked, she was walking in my parking lot, and some guy like
Oh,
revved his
revved his,
engine
yeah.
at you,
Yeah.
and it's like, who does that work for?
I don't know.
There's a specific subset of women that'd be like, oh, like, and be
Ooh.
into that kind of thing. And that's who he's trying to get.
But like, so in that instance from yesterday, so like I'm walking to my car, he revs his engine. Like, what?
It was
What was
probably
the?
like a Honda Civic or something
I
too.
honestly, I don't know cars, so like I don't know. It was gold. Um, so so like, what was supposed to happen next in that guy's brain? Like,
You,
I was supposed to
you were,
stop
yes,
walking and be like,
you're gonna
oh,
flag him down,
and like walk over to him,
walk up, put your leg
saunter,
up,
yeah.
yep, and then like go. Oh, people don't roll the window down, but and then be like, "Hey,
Hey,
is that a V4?"
and then like lean in. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
All right. Sounds like you got this nailed. All right.
Anyways,
But
moving on.
it works. It works for what who they're peacocking for, so to speak. That's what they
Sure.
want. It doesn't the sophisticated woman, walking through a parking lot, you know, 9 times out of 10 is going to listen to that and be like a child compensating, whatever. And you'd probably be correct. But then you take something now that's one end of the spectrum, right?
Yeah.
It's a very minor thing. A lot of guys, even it's a young guy thing. I used to do shit like that at a stoplight with a car and be like, rom, 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 it never worked, but I did it, 20 years ago. So that's baby stuff.
Yeah.
Tell us what happened last week.
So I feel like you jinxed me with the whole indecent proposal podcast talk.
Also, I don't know if I've reiterated this yet. I don't want to solicit my wife. That wasn't what that was.
See,
People took it that way.
to be
I don't mean it that way.
to be fair, that was me. Like I
Yeah, you took it there.
Yes, but I villainized you because I have a TikTok and I made just a clip of that part of the conversation and cut it off before you said even the 100 million part and all of that. Like, so unless people came to our podcast and listened further,
Right.
all they know is that you were saying that you wanted me to like talk to you about having sex with somebody for $1 million and like that I should talk to you about it. And it made it sound like you wanted to pimp me out, which is why I did it. But people were like, don't marry him. Like,
I don't read comments. I don't even go on your TikTok ever.
Yeah.
Because you don't, I mean.
Well, I hardly post.
I mean, I don't need to now. I get
Yeah.
all my daily doses.
Yeah.
Now, if you started doing Joke Time with Joseph again, I would probably watch it.
Yeah. I intend to, but I just.
Because they're like 30-second whatever videos.
Yeah.
So, but I don't read comments. She posts and advertises, and that's fine. I'm cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, she's texting me like, "Oh, you have another fan." Somebody like, "Oh, it's your body, your choice," and
Yeah.
run away. And it's like
People went nuts.
it's like we are talking about prostitution, right? Like, I don't want you to sleep with anybody but me until the day you die. Even if I die first, watch, now people are going to get mad that I said that. Ooh, girl.
I
what,
see another clip
he's going
in
to
my
stop you when you're
future.
75? Ooh, girl. No. I'm not trying to pimp you out. I don't want somebody to, offer me $100 million because I would turn it down. My point was, just to clear the air, I merely said, that's a lot of money. That's a big decision. We're married. I would hope you would come to me with that so we could discuss it like adults. That's all I said.
But should there even be a discussion?
Well, it's kind of like if I went to the store and I saw, a 90-inch 8K TV on sale for $7,000 and I just bought it and I brought it home, the first thing you'd say is like, you're not going to consult me? Now, that's just a TV. We're talking about your vagina now. I think that merits a discussion. I don't own it, but we're in this together. I think major purchases should go by both of us. I'm not just gonna go make
But
all
I'm I'm
major
I'm turning
purchases. Yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah. I know you're turning it down, but it's still. I think it should be a conversation.
Gonna need to look into annulments now. No.
You have 20. No, I have no idea. So okay. So with
Anyways,
that being
moving
said,
moving on, moving on.
the
So
situation.
so what happened is this guy came in and it started out weird but got weirder. So he comes in, I'm training a new girl at work. So there's two of us there, which is not how it normally is. It's usually just me. But anyways, so her and I are standing there and she's checking out this guy and as she's waiting on him, he's like, "Oh, I'm famous." And he's like, "You guys should follow me on Instagram." I deleted my Instagram because like people were getting overwhelming for me social media wise. So I deleted my Instagram. So she was like, "Okay, I have an Instagram, like I'll follow you." So he tells her his, username, whatever. She types it in. And when it comes up, he has like, I don't even remember, 200 followers, 230 followers, something like that.
I think I have more than that. I don't. I've never posted anything.
Yeah, when I had an Instagram, I had, whatever, way more than that. And so we both start, kind of laughing and we're like, "You're not famous, like you barely have any followers." And he's like, "Well, I have, $60,000 in the car." And we're like, "Cool." And he's telling us that he's on his way to go to DC to work, whatever. So then that kind of like was the first segment and he leaves, like goes out to his car and we're like, "Okay, it's over." Then he comes back in and he has his backpack with him and he puts $60,000 on the counter and he's like, "Don't tell me I'm not famous." And then proceeds to start asking both of us. And I should say what he was in there to purchase was a bouquet of gas station flowers because those are top notch.
Well, that's what when you don't want to spend the cash on those.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. So he's already buying flowers for someone. And then he puts his 60,000 on the table or on the counter, whatever. And then he proceeds to ask us for our phone numbers. And, as he's telling us that he's, famous and whatever. So the implications were there of what that money was supposed to be panty dropping money, I guess. Yeah.
Now that's disgusting.
Yeah.
We can all agree on that, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously you have integrity.
Yeah.
I
took his number. No.
I've seen most of the people that you work with.
Yeah.
I don't think you would have. I think you might have been one of the few that wouldn't have taken that money.
Oh, for sure.
But it works. That tactic would work on a lot of women.
I guess.
It would.
I guess it was supposed to impress us that he had $60,000, which don't get me wrong. Like, I've not ever had $60,000 placed in front of me
That's
in
part
that
of it.
fashion before.
That's part of it.
So, like, that was interesting to see, but, like, I'm also not a money person. So, like, I was like, cool, man. Like in any other setting, I probably would have robbed the guy. No, I'm kidding.
I was going to say you should have gotten his
Like,
license.
he's lucky I didn't have my gun on me.
Yeah. I would have just taken it and been like, he said it was a gift.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like I could see that working in like a club, a party or something.
Yeah.
Like you throw 60 grand on the table. I would say most people have never seen that in cash form.
Yeah, I hadn't. I mean, that
with
was
bands
a
on it,
first.
like-
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so, that could impress somebody.
Yeah. I mean, it was a sight to see, but it didn't change anything. Like I wasn't
Well,
still
yeah, it's
wasn't going to
only-
give him my number.
At the end of the day, it's still only $60,000.
Right. So it wasn't the 100 mil that
No.
that you require. So
But if he dropped 100 million on that table, then you should have robbed him.
for sure.
And I'm going to work.
He was on his way to
Yeah,
work in
sure
DC,
you are. By work, you mean either washing dirty money or
purchasing
bulk amounts of drugs to bring them
bring
back,
back
to
to
Pennsylvania,
Pennsylvania, yeah.
to cut them and resell them.
correct.
So that $60,000 was spoken for.
It was Skippy's first day on the job with having that kind of cash on
Yeah,
him.
some like fucking gang leader was like, "All right, we're trusting you with this shipment." Like, and
Yeah.
the first thing he does is he stops at your gas station and throws it on the counter
Yeah.
and buys a gas station flower.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm a big deal. What was he wearing?
I have no idea.
No, because it would ruin the whole like effect if he was like, dressed like in pajamas. You know,
No, but he wasn't dressed nice either. Like at most he had like jeans and a t-shirt
if
on.
you got 60 grand and you want, it's all about perception's reality, I guess.
He didn't look like we were both shocked after the fact that he actually had $60,000 on him. Also, it's really stupid to like just have it in your backpack and bring it in and
Especially
like
that area with
throw it
all
on
the shit that goes down in that area.
yeah.
If I was, man, I don't know. If I was standing around,
There was nobody there like that. So again, like because it's the middle of the night, like there was nobody in the gas station except for us. So it was like me
I
and the
would have
girl I was
robbed him.
training. There was somebody back in the deli, but like they're usually like in the back unless somebody places an order, so you wouldn't even know they were there. So like in his mind, it was just the three of us. And I guess he figured he could take two girls that we weren't gonna like jump him for his 60K.
Well, now that's 30K each.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not even worth it at that point.
No.
I mean, 60K would get you a Tesla.
Yeah.
I was gonna play this clip
Sure.
because this person is one of the biggest dirtbags. A lot of people kind of already know who he is, but
Okay.
it like kind of it's an example of what we're talking about.
Sure.
But we can't talk, otherwise it'll echo.
Mhm.
All right, let's see. All right.
Oh, I know this guy, I know that guy. Oh, yeah.
I gotta replay.
If I'm on a date with a girl and she's trying to sound independent. Oh, I know this guy, I know that guy. Oh yeah, my network, and then I was out with this guy. It's like, please, I've never been like, shut up.
It's not what I'm on a date for.
Yeah, like I don't want to. You're talking about dudes and shit. Like, to me, it's like I wish you just sat at home and nobody knew you. That's what I want. Why are you talking about all these guys you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, but he's my friend. Oh yeah, now he's your friend. Please. If I'm on a date with a girl.
What a dirtbag.
I mean, I'd be perfect for him. I sit at home.
That's
I don't know
Andrew
anybody.
Tate, by the way. He is
Dirtbag number
a
one.
dirtbag, but he's got women and I think he actually was charged with trafficking, but the charges got dropped.
No idea.
But yeah, he's one of those dirtbags, and they're all over. And they're getting worse and worse with like TikTok and social media and stuff. Like, it's
Great.
not just women, like the thoughts.
Mm.
It's men too. And I'm not a man hater, I swear. But I have seen with my own eyes what men get away with
Mm-hmm.
with certain women.
Yeah.
And I could never put myself in your shoes. I've never walked through a parking lot and feared for my life. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of women, that's every day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't like that you work at that job,
I know you don't.
but it's not because I want to stifle your independence or something. It's just that it's not safe. It's, you know,
So I'm not typical in that sense because I have a stupid lack of fear, and it's not a lack of awareness, because I'm very aware, but I think that there are very few people that scare me, but there have been a few times that I've been at work and I've texted you like, and I'm like something just happened and it like freaked me out or whatever. And even when nothing officially happened, but there's been a few times like anybody that's watching this will will know the feeling that I'm talking about if it's ever happened to you, but like where I just got the feeling that like I was prey. Like
Yeah.
and I've texted you and I'm like, you know, the way that this guy was just eyeing me, like he was raping me, like like whatever, like, and it's disgusting and it like makes you feel dirty because like you know what they were thinking while they were like looking at you that way or like whatever it was. And so like I feel like prey. And then I'm happy when they leave and you know whatever. But like again, because on a typical night, it is just me and whoever's working in the deli in the store. So there's only two of us and a lot of times I'm working with another female. And so I mean like it's two girls and whomever comes in as clientele patronage for the store. So like it can get intimidating when some of those types of people come in. Which does that lead me to my next story for you?
Yes.
Perfect. That's perfect. So I don't even remember what night this was, but very recently, just a few nights ago, I had the grossest / worst experience that I've ever had. I'm fairly certain, like 99% sure, that what happened is I believe that it was the same gentleman. So there was a guy that came through. He had a very distinct voice, and I rang him up. Everything seemed normal. I didn't get like that predatory feeling, like nothing. He left. Everything was great. The next thing I know, a little while later, the phone rings, and I answer it because I have to. And all of a sudden, this guy is talking, and I'm like, the voice sounded the same because again, he had a very distinct like sound to his voice. And he starts asking me, you know, if I can hear him. And I'm like, yeah, I can hear you. And he's like, can you talk to me for a few minutes or are you busy? And I was like, I can, there's customers in the store, but I can talk to you. Like, what do you need? You know, cause again, I'm thinking he wants to ask me if we sell Tylenol. I don't freaking know. And,
Or the magnums.
right. Do you have condoms? No, I do get that a lot, too, but this was not that. So anyway, so he's, you know, asking me if I can talk to him for a few minutes and whatever. And I'm like, okay, like, what do you need? Like, there's customers in the store, but I can help you. And so then he's like, can you hear that? And thank God I could not hear that. And I was like, no, I hear you. You know, what do you need? And at this point, like when he asked the, can you hear that? Like, even though it was over the phone and like I couldn't see body language and whatever, like that's when like the like creep factor set in. Like it was already a little weird because like I don't know, but he also is older than I am. I don't know how old, but like so I was like maybe he's just like a weird old guy that's like keeps asking me if I can hear him because maybe he can't hear me. I don't know. But like at that point that's when I knew this was headed in a bad direction. So then he starts asking me, okay, well, can you go somewhere quiet so you can hear? And I was like, no, there's people in the store. I need to stay by the register. What can I help you with? And so then it's at this point that I forget what he called it. I don't know if you know like a term for it, but I mean, you know more of that sexual stuff than I do.
What?
But
What is that supposed to mean?
I plead the fifth. So anyways, so he at this point he's like, hey, we're both adults here. And he says, have you ever heard of, and I can't remember the term that he used, but basically it was like jerk off assistance. I don't know. Like it was
JOI?
like, what's that?
Jerking off instructions or something?
I don't think that's what he said though.
No.
But he said jerk off something. So maybe, but like I knew what he meant. The moral of the story was he wanted me to talk to him and listen while he jerked off. And I was like, I can't do that. And as I'm saying, I can't do that, he's like trying to defend himself. And he's like, just talk to me for a few more minutes. I just need a couple minutes. And I was like, nope. And I hung up. And then I text Tony and I was like, you will never believe the disgustingness that just occurred. And then like, obviously like,
I mean, he could have at least put $60,000 on the line.
he
for
could
it.
have put $60,000 on the table.
Would you have done it for 60,000?
Listen to him jerk off.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Well, no one asked. I didn't ask you if you wanted to. I'm just saying, if someone like threw $60,000 on the table and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna call you later, and I want you to listen to me jerk off. Would you do it? Because that's not sex. I mean, it's a form of intimacy somewhat, but it's
But
like at that point you're just a phone sex operator.
yeah, but that's not my job.
No, but $60,000 is a lot more than they were making.
Anyways,
Yeah, that didn't answer the question. So you wouldn't?
No.
I would.
it's no.
Absolutely. If I would tell you and be like, hey, it could be a dude. A dude could be like, hey, I'm gonna jerk off on the other line and I'll Venmo you even $5,000 just to listen.
And talk him through it?
No, I didn't say that.
Well, but that's what he wanted me to talk to him.
Oh, well then that is more like phone sex. Then that's
Yeah.
creepy. It's not that I wouldn't do it. It's that I couldn't get into the frame where, I could make it really worth your money. I don't think I'd be very good at it.
Anyways,
Okay, so you wouldn't do it. Okay, all right.
the
Noted.
hindsight was like the realization of what he was asking me if I could hear, like when he was like, "Can you hear that?" And like I was like, "No." Yeah. Yeah. And I'm so grateful that I'm part deaf and I couldn't hear
Can
it.
I make a comment?
Yeah.
You know how people do that
Um,
that noise?
mhm.
My dick never sounded like that when I jerked off. I always thought I was weird.
I don't know what you want me to say
I'm
there.
just saying. If I was the guy on the other end
Yeah.
and I said, "Can you hear that?" I jerk off silently. I'm a silent jerker, so there is no "Can you hear that?" You'd be like, "I hear the air conditioner." I'd be like, no. Listen closer. You wouldn't hear anything.
Right. Sure.
So I'm wondering if I maybe I do it wrong.
I don't think we're here to discuss your
Oh, you're
jerk
right.
off
You're right. Okay, go ahead.
techniques.
We'll say that next pod.
Anyways, yeah. So no, I think the audacity of him to like even try to like put me in that position and
Absolutely.
just like it's the sheer disgustingness, because again, like I mean we discussed this, last time when I said that it always grosses me out when like people find out that I'm younger than they thought that I was, because like when they're hitting on me and whatever, because like that just means that they were like preying on someone that they thought was like 20. And the same thing goes for this instance, like he was older than I am in real life, so like I'll be 40 here soon, and he was obviously older than I am. I don't know, I'm not good at judging ages, so I don't know exactly how old he was, but like maybe like your dad's age, I don't know. And so, but most people think that I'm in my 20s. So like here's this, 50, 60-year-old guy, whatever he was, and he's like preying on some 20-year-old working at a gas station, like
Well, what he would think is a 20-year-old.
right, that's what I mean. Like he thought he was
Yeah, it's pretty fucking disgusting. He tried to Louis C.K. you.
so gross.
Actually, at least Louis C.K. asked permission.
Well, he was asking permission. He was like, we're both adults here.
Sounded
Can
like he'd
you?"
already started, though. It sounded like he jumped the gun and was like,
Yeah.
let's get it going right before she,
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess like, sure, he was going to ask my permission to like talk him through it, but
It's the whole talking through it part that throws me.
what do you mean?
Talk him through what?
Well, I think he wanted me to be a phone sex operator.
Right, but it's like, you're not qualified to do that job. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think I can talk dirty?
I didn't say that. I'm merely saying that he doesn't know you from anybody.
Right.
So how would he?
Maybe I was just attractive enough in his opinion that.
But then he just wants to hear your voice.
Right. That's what I mean. That
So
like
then you
me
could just tell
talking
him
to
like your
him-
chores for the day, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, and I gotta get home and I gotta do the laundry. Oh, you gonna separate the whites? Like maybe I don't know. But it's not like you're going to be talking him through it like a professional.
So you would be okay with me telling him my chore list?
No, no, no. I'm not saying I'm okay with it. I'm saying from his perspective, why would he think, what enjoyment does he get out of it? Is it because he met you in terms of like
person?
in
Yeah.
person?
Yeah.
So now
I
he
feel like
like
it
has
was.
some weird goofy connection, so that
Yeah.
makes it hotter to do it on the phone.
I think that's what it was, to be honest. Because, like, again, unless it wasn't the
It's
same
goofy.
guy that was like in shortly before that, but like the voice sounded the same as like the person that I rang up. So like I was just under the impression that he saw me, thought I looked, attractive to him, and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna see if she'll let me jerk off to her voice."
Well, we have his phone number and we're going to post it after the pod and everybody can call him.
Yeah. Anybody that wants to help him out.
Everyone, actually, I'm not going to do that. I should do that, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Um,
I
maybe,
did send you his phone number.
I know I have it. Maybe I'll call him live on the pod and ask him to walk me through it.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be great.
So we're at our halfway point. We're gonna pause because some of the more astute viewers and people who have been let in on this before we started recording, you may notice in the front here we have Hot Ones Truth or Dab. We are going to play Truth or Dab. I don't know what the questions are going to be. All I know is
I'm gonna be very truthful.
Oh yeah. We bought some of the worst chicken nuggets I've ever tasted as the delivery mechanism. Rules of the game are you can either tell the truth or put a dab on the chicken wing or the chicken nugget
I
and
feel
then
like this
die.
will be really easy for me because I'm the innocent, naive one.
Yeah, probably. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I don't know. The sauce is the last dab sauce from Hot Ones. It is bajillion Scovilles. One of the hottest things I've never tasted. Probably going to be the hottest thing I've ever tasted. Just in case, because Ms. Pallet over here, who's like, oh, I don't hot stuff. I'll be fine. If I feel that she's not exuding enough pain, I have Mad Dog 357 here. Where is it? There. That was discontinued. That is like 10 million Scoville. That uses pepper extract X, and you're not even supposed to eat it. You're supposed to put like a small teaspoon in with like a vat of chili. Like that's how spicy it is. So we're gonna give that a shot. If either of us, assuming that we do take the dab and we don't just tell the truth the whole time. So we're gonna take a pause. Get the station prepped, get the ice cream, get the milk, get the garlic bread ready, and then we will be right back.
Sure.
Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm going to be shitting in my pants. And we're back.
Yay.
So we have milk, ice cream,
Garlic bread.
because I mean we have bread, but I made homemade spaghetti and we have garlic bread, so I was like, we could use that if we need it. And then we have the world's worst chicken nuggets here. And then we have our dab, our hot ones. So I think I want to make sure there's no protective seal. That's kind of alarming that there isn't, but that's fine. There was a plastic sheath over it though. I thought maybe there'd be a thing. Anyway, who goes first?
I don't care.
You want to rock, paper, shoot?
No, because you already said that I'll never beat you at that. So.
All right. I'll let you go first.
Sure.
So if I can either answer the question truthfully, or I have to put a little of this sauce on a nugget and eat it and die.
I picked a mixture. Some of these should be easy for you.
Some gimmies,
Yeah.
some not. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
What's the craziest lie you've ever told to get out of a commitment?
Craziest lie that I've ever told to get out of a commitment. Oh, also, there are no cop-outs. So I can't sit here and go, I've never told a lie to get out of a commitment. That's my answer. Can't do that. I'm not a big liar.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the craziest lie, and it's not even that crazy. I wanted to go on a beach day with my cousins and friends, and I had to work, and it was like a Sunday, I think. So
Mhm.
I called in at like 5 in the morning and said that my uncle passed away and that, we were dealing with that and I couldn't come to work. And the fallout of that was that he was real shitty over the phone and he got in big trouble over it because like he was like, "What, you were out drinking or something and whatever, like you oh yeah, you have a funeral." Like, and then I played it up even more and I was like, "How dare you?" And then the district manager got involved and all this other stuff and I got a bunch of apologies. And I did skip work because I wanted to go to the beach.
Okay.
I don't even go in the water. I just didn't want to go to work.
Mhm.
So there you go. No dab for me.
All right.
All right, let's start off a little.
Uh-oh, you're gonna try and give me a hard
Yeah,
one?
no. I'm gonna start light.
Oh, okay.
What's something unexpected that turned you on?
Something
Mind you, the
unexpected.
small child is watching us. So.
Just up, leave the room. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I mean, I don't care. Something unexpected that turned me on.
Like a guy calling you at the gas station,
Yeah. Yeah,
secretly turned you on.
it did. It did. My panties got wet. Um,
Come on.
and the kid left the room. Perfect. Perfect. Um, see that I just wanted him to leave. I, I don't know. I have to think something unexpected that turned me on.
Yeah, it could be anything.
I'm never turned off.
A guy
This is
riding a unicycle. I don't know.
hard. No. Um,
You like it? Would you like it if I dressed up in clown makeup
no.
and then did balloon animals naked?
No. But you could do the helicopter. That would turn
Yeah,
me
but that's not unexpected.
I mean, it would be now because you haven't done it to date, so you're saving that for a rainy day. You said to cheer me up.
All right, let's get
I
let's get
can't-
back on track here.
I
I need
can't
something
focus.
unexpected that's turned you on.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think, but like,
You're gonna have to dab then.
I
If you can't
I
come up
can't
with an
think of
answer,
something. I don't know.
wow, who would have thought on the first one you'd be doing it? This game might be over real quick.
I guess like I can't think of anything.
Just name something that turns you on. I don't want you to do it on the first one. We still got 20 minutes to fill, so
I don't know. I like.
the helicopter.
Sure.
Good. Okay, done.
Yeah.
Yay! It's like I'm playing for both of us. I'm looking out for you. I don't want you to be crying and a mess, assuming on the first one. I thought that was an easy one.
Sure. Anyways, if you had to have an affair with a male and a female, who would you pick? No celebrities allowed.
So I have to name a male
And
a female that I
you
would have an affair with.
and they cannot be celebrities. So who would it be, babe?
Can we do either or? I
Sure. Go ahead. Either or.
Oh,
No,
this
no,
is
no,
so
no, no,
terrible.
no, no.
That's such a terrible question because I wouldn't have an affair. If I wasn't married to you,
I mean, It says if you had to have
If
an
I
affair.
had to. Okay, there's a gun to my head.
If you had to have an affair.
And no celebrities.
No
Even
celebrities
minor
allo-
celebrities don't count.
It says no celebrities allowed.
I couldn't even think of a female to have an affair with, is the problem. The man I could name.
So I said you could do either or.
Because there are zero people even with a gun to my head. I would have to pick somebody at random. It wouldn't be somebody I would have an affair with. Okay, so man that I would have an affair with, gun to my head. It'd be my gay friend Dave.
I don't know, Dave.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna meet him soon.
Why?
Well, they
When?
might be at C2E2 too.
Oh.
You know, I'm not 100% sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I can come up with some, but female that's too difficult.
Okay.
Okay. I really thought I was gonna have to eat one there. Okay. I'm gonna save that one for last.
Saving the best for last. Watch it be the easiest for me too.
Who have you fantasized about in your life that you shouldn't have? No celebrities allowed.
Does not compute. Why should I have not have fantasized about them?
I don't know, because you're married.
Well, yeah, now.
Okay.
But like the question was in my life.
Yeah, well, we could change it to now.
But I haven't fantasized about anybody since we've been married. Or since we've been together, to be honest.
That's very sweet.
Just saying how it works for me.
All right. So who have you fantasized? Like a cousin, a coworker. Well, who have you fantasized about that you shouldn't have in your life?
Who fantasizes about their cousins?
People from Kentucky. Yeah, Alabama. A coworker, a boss.
Yeah, but that would be fair game, wouldn't it? Like, why would I not be allowed to fantasize about?
Because they're married, or it's morally ambiguous in terms of like, should you be fantasizing about this person?
Okay. I fantasized about my boss at Target when I was like 20 and he was like 40 at least. Like he had a son that was my age. Like, well, his son was like a little bit younger than me, but yeah, it was like, yeah. There you go.
He's like collecting Social Security now.
I'm sure. For sure. Yeah.
Okay, my turn.
Hey, you picked the question. Well, no, I'll save that one for last.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Everyone has their insecurities.
Yep.
What are two of yours?
Two of my insecurities.
Yeah, two of your insecurities.
My psoriasis,
Okay.
which I keep messing with and trying to get out of the frame. So that's one. That's a big one. And I have a micro penis.
No, you don't.
Just kidding.
I wouldn't have married you.
Ew, that's the worst. We just had this conversation. You're such a fucking liar. That should be the next question. Oh, I think I'm changing one of these. Oh, okay.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Calm down.
I mean, I'm not worried
What's your
about
second insecurity?
it.
Talk about liars.
It's a toss up. It's a toss up. Okay, so I will give you three.
Oh. More than I
My
bargained
weight
for.
fluctuation,
Okay.
the psoriasis,
Mm-hmm.
and this receding hairline that's escaping my head. That's like running away from the front of my face.
I see. By the way, future podcast topic.
Receding hairlines?
It's always my fault that he gains weight.
Yeah. As we eat a carton of ice cream and chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I satisfy the question?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the most expensive thing you ever bought someone? That's a gimme, by the way.
Well, so okay, so my ex, I guess his car was in my name, so I technically bought him a car.
Yeah.
Does that count?
I
Or
guess.
if not, then his hearing aid.
Okay, that counts.
Okay. So buying my ex his hearing aid.
How much was it?
$3,500.
Yeesh. Wow,
Hearing aids are expensive.
that's expensive. Okay, you've satisfied. I have a feeling they're coming right now.
Well, this one you might have to just because, well, we'll see what you say. Anyways, what's the most disturbing fantasy you've ever had?
Oh no.
The last question I have, I feel like you're most certainly going to be doing another take of that. So
Oh,
get used to the
man.
flavor.
All right, I'm gonna pour a little on the plate. Okay.
Don't touch
Yeah, I know. I don't want to touch it. Okay, I have put some on the plate.
Yeah.
I am going to dab this new guy. Are we satisfied?
Sure. Because if I
Okay.
have to do it, I don't want to have to do more than that either.
Okay, there. Gave it a little good old double dip.
Yeah, already? You know, if something happens to me, I'm gonna need to go that way. Because I can't go this. I understand, but like if I'm gonna vomit or something, I need to go that way. Should I have to take it? Yeah, it's good. It's good. Do you need the milk? Do you need the ice cream?
I will tell you if I need something.
I'm gonna take these off a while in case my
Ooh,
time is coming.
wow. Oh my god, that's hot.
You're turning red.
It's in
Your spit on.
it's in the back of my throat.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah.
Oh god. It's not good. It's very vinegary.
Mm,
Ooh. Ooh.
yeah.
Give me a couple seconds
Sure. Take all the time you need.
and then we'll
Hopefully we run out of time before I
you
have
know,
to do this.
Oh, wow.
It's what?
It's hot.
Yeah.
Don't. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Is it my turn? I'm sorry.
You have to ask me a question. Yeah.
Ooh.
Super looking forward to it.
Ooh. It's not as hot as it was when I first, but it's like lingering, like extreme pepper in the back of my throat.
Great.
It's tolerable. It's making me salivate a lot though.
Mhm.
What's
Sure.
the biggest secret you've kept from me? All right. Well, what's the biggest secret you've kept in general? I'm assuming you haven't kept any secrets from me. So, if that's the case, to prevent the cop out, what's the biggest secret you've kept from somebody?
I'm gonna need to,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Give me a little on my plate.
Oh. I would give it. Yeah, so do I. Give it two little dipperoos. Don't let it touch your lips. Ooh,
Is that good enough? Yeah.
I didn't see, but I take your word for it.
I
Yeah, sure.
feel like
Mm-mm.
I want to get a little.
I think for if we have to do another one,
Mhm.
we're gonna put a good amount on. I think it's hot in a very short burst, so you gotta layer it on.
Mhm.
That was a little taste. You feel it in the back of your throat.
Yeah.
It's like on the side of my tongue and the back of my throat. Straight pepper. Still.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Perfect. Well, wouldn't you all? But that's the beauty of the game. All right. So, babe, no one's perfect.
Nope. I know where this is going.
Name a flaw of mine. Just when you said that we had to do a little bit extra. Oh, God, you're trying to kill yourself. It's like the size of a dime.
It's a dab. My last dab. Okay.
Okay. I really want to know what flaw I have. I wish you would have told me the truth on this one.
Almost. Oh.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. There's the spice. I didn't really get it the last time.
Ooh.
I feel like it wasn't fair.
Ooh. There it is.
Hit ya?
You know
Excuse
what?
me. What?
Wow. It's pretty hot
Yeah.
when you put that much on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I a little bit regret licking the plate. My tongue is like on fire, but it's fine.
My stomach is doing these things where it's like
Unhappy with it?
unhappy.
Dissatisfied with its care?
Okay, last one.
Sure.
Who have you slept with that no one knows about?
What kind of question is that?
I don't know, man. I'm just betting that there is somebody.
Not really, but I mean, like, is that,
Ugh.
do you mean it in the sense that, like, I would be embarrassed to say that I slept with this person? Or, like, can
Well,
you, like,
you-
expand upon the
Like you-
question?
someone that you slept with that you kept a secret.
I guess I'm gonna have to take it down. Like, I never kept anybody a secret, like, not on purpose.
Well, that means you're gonna have to dab it.
Here, put as much on this one as you want me to have to do.
Wow. Yeah, you know what? It's not quite as much as I had, but oh man.
Hmm.
It's like at the back of my throat, my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
It's building. I feel like we should open up that plutonium, that Mad Dog, and do one more.
I mean, I guess we can.
I'm gonna pause it, and then we're gonna give this.
Are you
Actually,
just upset because I'm not suffering like
I'm
you?
gonna no, because I feel like we could do this. I feel like these are actually, but it's building. But I feel like we survived this a lot better than I thought because I love spicy food, but I'm not very good with spicy food. I feel like I've eaten things less spicy and done worse.
Okay.
So in order to get the full snot, eyes watering. Let's start building. You feel it, don't you?
I mean, I'm okay.
I want to give that a shot.
I guess. See, secretly, we came up with a plan ahead of time for how we were going to handle this if we both needed to shit our pants at the same time. And I think you just want to like really reach that end
We're
game
gonna scissor on top of the
on
toilet
top of the
seat
toilet. Yeah.
and
I
just
think
shit together.
yeah. I think that is that what you're going for here? You're
Yeah.
not going to
I
be
don't think
satisfied.
I don't think I need to do all this production just to do that, but
You think I would willfully? That should be the question. Like, would you willfully scissor?
I already
and shit
know
with
the
me?
answer is yes. So I'm gonna pause it, and then we're gonna get ready for this.
All right.
All right.
Sure.
Ooh, boy. And we're back. All right. So what we have here is Mad Dog 357. Do not consume directly, food additive only. Which we are going to add it to a chicken nugget, and we're assuming we're going to eat. We might not eat this. We might answer these questions. I know I am, incentivized to answer. 9 million Scoville pepper extract, oleoresin capsaicum is the ingredient. Yeah. Wow. This retailed for $100 for this little bottle. It's crazy. So I've had this for a little while because I've never had a reason to eat it or use it. So some of it seized up a little bit. So it's like jam. It's like thick.
I hope it doesn't make us sick just because
It's like
old.
rancid.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could eat a food ration for the military that's 5-10 years old, a couple years it shouldn't be that bad. But I've got a little bit on the end of a spoon. I don't want to lift it because it's all gummy. Maybe you could see there, but we're gonna try. I'll let you go first since you went first last. Ooh, I'm excited. Ooh, man, I'm excited.
This is a 2-part question.
Okay.
So,
I have to answer both parts then.
yes. Well, and the second part will be self-evident based on the first part. To me, maybe not to other people.
Okay.
No, it'll be evident to everybody. All right. What is the most you've spent on a gift for a significant other? And did the relationship last?
So your wedding ring does and engagement ring don't count.
I mean, it says gift, and we already.
Is that a gift? Technically, it's not a gift.
I would say we already determined in the wedding newlyweds game podcast that no.
Okay. So the most expensive gift, and clearly, obviously, it didn't last because it's
Right.
what's
the most expensive gift?
Boy, that's a tough one.
Licking that spoon?
No, I'll answer it.
You just have to think.
I'll answer. I just have to think of it. Yeah. Because see, that's the thing is, it wasn't just one gift. Like I spent a lot of money on a Christmas one year. Does that not count?
I don't know. Define.
Well, is all of the Christmas gifts one big Christmas gift? Or is this like the largest purchased item, single line item on a receipt? Like what if I took...
I know what you're saying. I'm
Yeah.
thinking. I'm debating. I'm deliberating. You choose. Buyer's choice.
Okay. 1 year for a significant other
Mhm.
for Christmas,
Mhm.
I spent almost $5,000.
Jeez.
I bought Louis Vuitton purse,
Mhm.
some sort of what's that? A Tiffany bracelet with like a moisturizing cream thing.
Mhm.
There was a PlayStation 4. It wa- I'm and there's a couple other things that I'm forgetting it because it was years ago. But all in all, it was almost $5,000 for Christmas, and I got basically nothing.
Sounds delightful.
So yeah, big waste of money that was.
Okay. It's my first question.
Mm.
In sudden death,
Oh, I didn't mean to pull this one.
well,
I'll ask it.
ask something else by memory or whatever. Like what did you mean to pull? Ask that.
All right, let me think of something real quick. Or I could start with this one. No,
Oh, that one must be a doozy. You want to save it?
yeah,
God help me.
I'll do this one.
Sure. Please do.
Do you have any dick pics on your phone?
Not to my knowledge.
Mm-hmm. That's not really a definitive answer.
I don't think so.
This should be a pretty easy answer, I would think.
Just spit on myself. I don't think so. I don't okay. I don't go through my pictures often enough. Can we start over?
You're gonna have to prove it because it says here. It says you have to prove it
How am I supposed to prove this?
by looking and seeing if you have any dick pics. Because I know they ain't my dick. Can you believe this? My wife has dick pics on her phone.
No, I don't.
Yes, she does.
No.
You see this face? This is a face of guilt.
I don't.
I don't go through my pictures that often enough.
I don't.
Watch, she's got to scroll 3 times. Oh, there they are. And why would they be saved? Who saves dick pics?
If there's one on my phone, there's a very specific reason for it that I cannot tell you during this podcast, but I would be happy to share after the fact. Why the fuck would you... Anyways.
Are you holding on to it for posterity for a court case or something? What? Just in case there's a dick lineup?
Dick lineup. Yes. In case I need to pick a dick out of a lineup, that's why. Like, how far am I supposed to
You know
scroll?
what? I don't care. I don't care.
I don't have a dick pic on my phone.
Fine.
You can...
I believe you. It's fine. Yeah, we're good. No dick pics. You didn't save any dick pics.
Oh my gosh. Can we have a podcast about unsolicited dick pics and how often they
I mean,
happen?
clearly you have all the experience over there. You got a whole folder of them, probably.
I don't save dick pics.
All right, my turn.
16 days strong. What's the meanest thing you've ever said to someone's face?
I still have dick pics on my phone.
No, we're talking about you now, not the meanest thing that I've ever said.
It's the meanest thing I've ever said to somebody's face.
It's probably going to happen to me after this podcast.
I have to think on that one. Is that your last card?
Yeah. We only picked out 2. No, you can eat it by choice. You can answer the question and eat it by choice.
I would have to sit and think for too long.
Mhm.
Because I'm not a big mean person, but I'm sure I've said something. And
He
even
said
if I
many mean things to me
even if
in our
yeah,
short time
okay.
together.
All right, I'm gonna eat this.
Do you want me to say what they all are? I can tell you guys later.
It's like raspberry jam.
Better you than me. Get to see if you die first.
Okay.
Wait, so if you die from this, I'm not allowed to sleep with anybody else ever again? You said that earlier, yeah?
I mean, you got all the dick pics you need. Why would you need to?
Oof, this is gonna be an issue, guys.
Uh-oh.
Milk, 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 milk. You could have just handed it to me.
Oh my
You're
god.
taking so long.
Mm-mm.
No? Worse? Worse?
Don't eat that. Oh,
Why?
because it's hot.
Hot clearly affects you more than me. Just up, get out of the picture.
Oh,
Do you want the ice cream? Do you want bread? We're gonna.
ice cream.
Oh my god.
Don't care. Wow. Ooh, that's hot. Mm-mm. Oh, wow. That's way hotter.
Well,
Nope.
now I kind of want to try it.
No.
Why?
Here. Well, just try it. Oh. Oh my god. Ice cream is helping.
I'm gonna get an extra spoon.
Oh wow.
Is that like how much you had?
A little bit more.
A little more?
A little bit.
How much more?
Yep. Ha! Woo! It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot.
Can I have that after you?
Hmm?
Can I have that?
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so hot. No.
No. No, you don't.
No.
Is it worse than the one chip challenge?
That might be close.
I got the one chip challenge on my lips and my fingers.
It's burning my tongue. My tongue is on fire. Well, that's been the podcast. We're gonna continue. We're gonna continue to eat. I can't talk.
We're going to continue to have ice cream because this is delightful. Ta-da!
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Ugh.